Today I will be walking you through how to take a character that had been created by dice and pencil and paper and move them over into the digital character sheet. After you've booted the digital character sheet, one of the options that you'll see is New Character. If you click there, it will bring up a generic blank character. We'll start by modifying the big character basics, and we go in and we change the name. And this character has served 2 terms, so they're 26 years old, and it is not a human, it's a Vogger, and it's a male. So now we see a male Vogger. We then go in and adjust the stats. The stats have been modified according to what a Vogger would have as their base. Like a human with all 7s, a Vogger has a little less strong, a little more dexterity. But in this case, his physical stats are pretty good. He is very quick and smarter than the average bear, but he is not well liked. So there we have the stats for the character brought up to what is on the character sheet at the finish of the character creation. Next, we want to deal with his money situation. If you just click in this area, it brings up the financial tables, and he collected 20,000 credits when he mustered out of the scout service. So now he has some money to spend. We now go to add the skills that he received during his time, both in his growing up and during his 2 terms as a scout. The skills that he possesses right now, none, or we go to all, and this has all the skills that are listed in the system. And what we need to do is we need to go to each of them and increase them to reflect that yes, this character did receive some training in them. In the case of cascade skills like electronics, you should start by increasing the base skill, and then whichever skill is the specialization should also be increased if that's appropriate. When you increase a cascade skill, when you increase the base, it gives you a 0 in all the skills below that. Now you can either navigate via dropping and dragging, or you can use the radio buttons instead if you would prefer. I generally just drop and drag. So we increase each of the skills as appropriate, and that should be all the skills that we need to change, but we can check that. If we go back to Possessed, we now see that he has a bunch of skills that he has been trained up in. Oh, I forgot one. Pilot. He became a pilot, and he now knows how to pilot a spacecraft, so it's good to check these things. As I say, one of the things that you can do is group. They are grouped here. If you click this, it reverses the order in which they're collected. If you go by name, it is simply the alphabetized name of this skill without any regard to what are the cascade skills. And if you go to level, it lists them in order that you have them going from low to high or from high to low. And this is good to verify that yes, in fact, there are 4 skills here. In the next videos, we will be dealing with his equipment.